Your poetry in the world still learning the alphabet. Echoes of politicians, tradition written on walls throughout halls of a Four Seasons lost. In Austin, I saw, pause, my eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then it's his to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Off the mirrors and pit click, running from ear to ear. Craving and rating it rain, rekindling the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know I've heard this.
Boom. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and we are joined by my dude, long time no see, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Cowboys.
The truth is what you can see.
Yes, it is, sir. What's happening, my brother? How are the girls?
Man, they're doing all right.
How are you doing?
And, you really don't want me to go into it. So we're on the air. That's all I can say.
Are you close to the bathroom?
I am. I'm within a whole shot.
Hey, just text me if you need to run in there. We don't need to hear you flushing while you're there, bro. Just saying. You know what I mean? Hey, what did you think about that game Monday night? We didn't get a chance to talk about that. The Buccaneers
which one
and
are you
Saints.
talking about?
Buccaneers and Saints.
Man, I think that Ingram should have taken one more step and they get a first down. The game's over. That's what I think.
I didn't get that. What was that all about? I mean, can you believe
I don't understand that. I mean, not like he was. I mean, you got to make the first down marker was right in front of him. It seemed a little fishy to me.
Yeah, well, maybe he had something on. No, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah,
we won't say that because that's not.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, but you know what? Most athletes want to win. They're not gonna do anything that's gonna,
And you knew once Brady got the ball back, it was over.
It was over. Yeah, we did. I mean, you put them away when you could put them away, but the Niners have a full schedule this week, so we'll see what happens with them.
I'd love for Brady to beat them, dude. I think Brady beats them, dude. I mean, they've got no quarterback.
No. Brady, Mr. Happy Feet, can't stand to be hit.
Quarterback, man.
With that defense, dude. With that defense,
San Fran is playing Brock Osweiler.
Drew, Brock Purdy,
whoever.
Well, he played it. Well, we watched him play for 4 years at Iowa State. Oklahoma State, he beat us. He beat OU. So
I think your safe side on that is take the under. That game could be 6-3.
Yeah, I agree. But Brady's going to get beat up, dude. They're going to kill him. He doesn't really have an offensive line with the way he is, and they know he's going to try to get rid of the ball quick. Yeah, now he's in trouble, dude. He's in trouble. Just like Tua was. Had the card take him off the field. Same thing. I know you didn't have this on your deal tonight, but the Thunder play tonight. And
saw that. A lot of the lines weren't out this morning when I sent that to you, so I've had a chance to kind of look at them again. Yeah. I got a few other games I like.
Okay, well, we'll talk about when you throw your thing. But the Thunder 7.5 over under 233. I like the 7.5.
That's what I was about to say. It seems like a lot of points.
Yep.
Is everybody playing for OKC?
Yep. They've won 3 in a row, 2 in a row on the road. So, and they've got
everybody playing. The main thing is everybody's playing.
Everybody's playing. We don't have LeBrons.
What'd you think about that little trade rumor yesterday? The Lakers thought SGA was going to be available.
We talked about that on the show.
Wow.
That's not even remotely close.
Man.
That's not even that's Laker fandom going crazy. That's clickbait.
Well, I mean, what would it take to pull SGA out of Oklahoma City?
That's clickbait. Because Oklahoma City is trying to win. This was the thing. Before this year, if you're going to trade SGA, would have been the time. But now, because people in Oklahoma City, for some reason, thought that Josh was the best player on our team. Okay,
Right.
due to Chet coming in and all the hype and what Oklahoma City was doing. Like there were billboards of Chet, Poku, and Josh Giddey. I'm
Right.
like, are you are you serious? What the hell
Well,
are
I mean,
y'all doing?
what kind? I haven't had a chance to read that whole article, but I mean, obviously the Westbrook and who all was on the trade for the Lakers.
Well, first of all, Oklahoma City don't want Westbrook.
Right.
That they don't want him. Why would you take on that? Well, you got the young group that you're doing right now, and you bring in him. He's already cost you how many players? How many
I'd love
players
to.
left here?
I'd love to send LeBron here.
Yeah,
Love
well, LeBron was not on the list.
it. Yeah.
SGA is not going to go there. If he went there, he'd go there to play with LeBron and AD. But my thing, like I said yesterday, he's an all-star here. He's not going to be an all-star there.
No, he's not.
He's not. So why would you even consider going there? And then what Oklahoma City
I don't
fans?
think it was him that was considering.
No,
it.
the Thunder wasn't it because, like I said, the Thunder, if they were going to trade him, they would have been early in the year. But now fans understand who the best player on the team is. So now you've lost any opportunity to trade him. That would have been at the beginning of the year. Now all the fans know it's not Josh Giddey's the best player, no matter what vibes had been sent out by the Thunder. SGA is your best player. So they're not
hands down. It's not even close.
Yeah, but Drew, what I'm saying is no one really knew that except those of us who understood basketball. The fans as a whole assume, based on what the Thunder do, is that Josh Giddey was the best player. And Josh Giddey is a number 2. He's Robin for sure. He just doesn't have that dog in him to be number 1. And that was testament a couple games ago when he didn't even touch the ball in the last 2 minutes. He didn't want anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was BS. That was clickbait. Oklahoma City's not even remotely trying to get rid of SGA. You would kill your fan base. You would kill any sort of notion of anybody wanting to buy tickets if you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Unless you're trying to do AD.
Well, but the problem is, who wants to trade for AD? He went out with a stomach virus last night? I mean, really?
Probably got the same thing I got. That definitely keeps you out of a game.
I've had that. Remember, I had a dunk and ran to the bathroom at UConn Miller, the field house there. Had to run right through those doors, right onto the bathroom. That's right there to the left. Yeah, I went straight on in there and shut the door.
Right outside the wrestling room.
Yeah, fortunately nobody was in there. It was, I beat the rush to halftime. So that was a key moment for me that night because those cheeks were just like that. But anyway, the keys to the Thunder game are really simple to me for Memphis because it's going to be a tight squeeze for the Thunder simply because we don't handle them well to Drew. You know what I'm saying? Because of, the big fella in the middle. And my keys were the Thunder have to get off to a good start. They got to limit their open looks. And those are two things that I have every deal for the Thunder. Every quarter they have to get off to a good start despite the coach's lineups sometimes. I don't get his lineups. Be patient offensively, which means don't get in a rush. If you get down 9 or 10, don't start rushing and shooting a bunch of threes, and then all of a sudden you're down 18. And then defensive rebounding by committee, which is what we had to do the other night. Because big fella's just going to be banging us inside. I mean, he just kills us. In Memphis, what are they, the second or third best offensive rebounding team in the league, getting second shots to them. So Steven Adams is, we're going to have to control the paint if at all possible with him. So, but Memphis, I still think, man, they're missing Bane. They're missing him a lot, bro.
Well, and they're a lot better team at home. Memphis is a lot better team at home than they're on the road.
Yeah, they are. They are. And we played them really well, dude. We're a good matchup for them.
Those games are always tight. I'm with you. I like that 7.5. I'd probably buy it up to 8 just so I don't get beat with a hickey.
Yep. And then the whole thing is this, Drew. What I like mostly about the Thunder this year is that at the end of games, SGA is like, give me the damn ball. And they can close people out. But it's like the other night, to me they're winning in spite of their coach. Because of his lineups and some of the things he starts, he costs them 8 to 10 points a game easy. 8 to 10 points a game easy. Drew, my thing is this. How do you have Aaron Wiggins? You win 6 out of 8, and now he can't see the floor?
Yeah, I don't understand.
He was starting, and you win 6 out of 8 games, and now he can't even see the floor. That's mind-boggling to me. And then on the other side of that, what I look at is that The other night, the Thunder game was tight. I think we were up by 2. They put Trey in the game with 7 minutes to go. He didn't bring SJ off the bench to 5 minutes. He didn't get in there to 4 minutes to go. I'm like, if the game is tight and you're trying to win, I don't know what coach, if the best player for the opposing team comes off the bench early, you put in your best player.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 2 minutes too long. I don't know what it is with him and his 2 minutes. But Drew, do you do that if your game is tight and you're trying to win?
No, I mean it's like is he trying to find lineups for later in the year? Is he? I mean, you normally don't see coaches do that in the pros. They normally do it in college,
right?
Where you're trying to find lineups that are going to benefit you in the tournament or down the road. I mean, I don't know. To me, I don't do that. I mean, the Thunder need every victory they can get. I mean, what's their goal? Is their goal to make the playoffs? Their goal is to make the playoffs, which I think it should be this year. I mean, should be trying. I mean, I don't think they are. I don't think maybe that's not their goal.
Well, I think that the goal at the beginning of the year was to be in the lottery again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Thunder, because of the players and because of the way that they're playing, I think that they have now rethought their
not to make the lottery.
Yeah, well, I mean, you still got a first-round pick, Drew, but it may be protected. It may be protected. So if it's protected, I can understand why. But I just it's just frustrating to me because when this guy he does stuff, I'm just going, why are you doing that? But I will think it was interesting. They did drop Jang back to the G League after having 15 points, and that kid he's got some potential, Drew. But once again, he's not worth 3 first-round picks.
No,
he wasn't worth moving up to get. I'm sorry. He was not worth moving up to get.
And it kind of evens out because the Williams kid ended up being so much better than any of us ever thought.
Yep.
And then now that kind of overshadows Jang and the 3 picks we gave up for him.
Not to me.
Well, I know it doesn't to you, but I'm saying for the general public.
Yeah.
It overshadows it. And to me it doesn't because I'm like, man, it'd be nice to still have those 3 picks.
Sure
Then you could really wheel and deal.
Well, Drew, this is how I look at the Thunder. I think this year they
can still wheel and deal. Don't get me wrong.
But I think they're going to still this year just keep things status quo. Next year, and then next year, I think they're going to still stay the same way because you got to see what you have in Chet.
Right.
You can't go because the 2 needs the Thunder have are a shooter and some inside deals. So Chet apparently fixes both of those. I don't think he does either. But you got to see what you have in him. And then if he's not going to be what you really think, then you go make moves for some veterans to get him in there to win games. But you can't.
Chet's not a shooter. I mean, let's not get it twisted. That guy is not.
They think he's a shooter. He's transcendent. He is this. He can do this. He can do that. He can take these handles and all that.
Let's just put this to a test. Let's say you got Giddey at the point. He drives the lane. He kicks out to SGA. SGA drives the post, spin move, kicks it to Chet. Is he your spot up shooter?
That's what they think. They got him in the pick and roll. That's what
I can see a pick and roll and him catching it and going to the bucket, or him shooting a little pull up 13-foot jumper. But he's not my 24-foot banger.
Consistent.
He's not the one I'm looking to pop the shot.
But you know what? You had that in Jabari.
Sure.
And you didn't take it because you were in love with Chet.
Yep.
So, because my understanding is someone told me this, and I need to ask Sam personally if he really felt this way. Somebody told me that they were going to draft Chet number 1 overall if they had the number 1 pick. And I'm like, are you?
I'd have lost my collective mind.
I was like, what? You were going to take him no matter what? So
boy from Duke, you should get fired.
I have to ask Sam. I don't think he would have did that. I don't think you take Chet no matter what. I just don't. But I need to ask him that whenever I get a chance to talk to him. But to me, Drew, you and I picked the Thunder to do what, 33 wins?
31,
somewhere around there. And I said that I thought they could possibly win 40. And remember at the barbershop, y'all all laughed at me like, man, they ain't going to win no 40 games. But it looks like they could possibly get in there at 40 games if they continue the pace that they're on.
All right.
But we shall see. But once again, I'm with you, man. You can make man. I'd love to make a couple picks or trades to get me a shooter, man. Somebody that could just. We know he. That's all we need. Look, all we need to do is knock down threes. You kind of have that in Muscala. Robinson Earl kind of is, but I'd love to be able to see that and for the Thunder to be able to do that. But I don't know if that's at all possible. Did you watch any NBA games last night at all?
I did. I watched a couple. I watched Lakers 1, and that ruined my evening. But other than that, I kind of flipped around and watched some games. If you have one,
No. Well, I watched
the Mavericks and the Nuggets.
The Mavericks and the Nuggets. I watched that. I thought, man,
that was a great
tell
game.
you what, that was a great game. I did not think the Mavericks were going to be recovering from what they did to the Suns the night before, but I was completely wrong. What a great game.
Same thing. That's why I was on the Nuggets last night. I really thought that they'd win. I didn't think the Mavericks would be able to recover that fast. Mavericks are playing good, and they're my pick to go to the Western Conference Finals. So
yeah, it wasn't looking good there for a while, but you could be right. I still think they're missing somebody. They're missing that one guy off the bench that can come give them 15 to 18 every night. I really think they've got to find that person because you just can't continue to rely on Luka to do everything for you. The Pistons and the Heat. How about them spanking the Heat last night by 20? What in the world?
Yeah, that surprised me. I definitely wasn't thinking they were going to do that.
No, because I'm just looking at the Heat. I'm just going, man, y'all have no scores. Y'all have got to figure it out. I don't know what you're going to do to get your offensive woes figured out, but you're going to have to at some point to get that done.
Yeah, Vegas cleaned up on that game.
Yeah, they did. And then, of course, the Lakers.
There are a lot of people out there
that bet the Heat.
Yeah,
they did.
Included.
Yeah, you included. I know we saw that on your thing. You only had one loss last night?
Yeah, one loss. I had 2 losses. I lost the Lakers, and then I lost the Longhorns. The Shorthorns.
Well, what I want to know is, if you took +5 and they lost by 9, how is that a loss?
Well, I mean, if you have Texas +5 and they lose by 9, you're 4 points light.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought if it was -5 and they lost by. I thought if you had +5. That means if they win by more, they win.
+5.
You win by
9. You didn't cover.
So they had to win by 5 or less. I had to lose by 5 or less.
If you have Texas plus 9 points, then they can lose by 8. They can lose.
They can't lose by 10.
Right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, because I'm like, man, Drew won that one, but But anyway, so that's what I was saying. And then on TV tonight, Drew, we got a full slate. You got the Clippers. You got the Clippers and Magic, which the Clippers, man, that team is just they're an enigma to me. I don't know if they're good, if they're not good, if they can play or they can't.
Yeah, they're the greatest regular season team ever. They look great. They look great until the lights come on in the playoffs.
Yeah, then they're a no-show, aren't they? They're nowhere to be found. Then, of course, the Lakers are in trouble tonight against the Raptors.
Yeah, I think so too. I was trying to look and see right before I came on if LeBron played. I don't think he is.
I think you were right about that when we talked earlier. I think that he can't play back-to-back nights. There's just no way. There's just no way.
Not traveling to Toronto.
Yeah. The Hornets at the Nets.
I like the Nets there.
It's got to be the Nets, doesn't it?
I like the Nets. I like the Nets are laying 5. Yeah, the Lakers. LeBron is not playing. The Lakers are now a 13-point dog.
Oh God. Yeah, they're done.
Puts on 3.5.
Oh man. Hawks, Knicks.
Love the over.
Take the over in that one? Yeah.
Like that Hawks, over 232 points. That'll be a fun game to watch.
Especially since the Hawks got beat by us the other night. What'd they score? 114?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they'll come back and respond from that. Wizards and the Bulls. Is anybody going to watch that?
Yeah, I mean, if that's a game you take the kids to get into United Center tonight, pretty easy.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. That's a beautiful place to watch a game, by the way. It's really nice. I really like that place.
Man, it's really nice.
Yeah, it really is. They've got good food too.
They got good food. They got great bars in there.
Yep.
But you get in that second level in the mezzanine level. Well, you can't beat that seat in that place.
Yep. I enjoyed it very, very, very much. Then you've got the Kings at the Bucks. Man, those Kings, man, they are a scary team, Drew.
Bucks are gonna run them out of the gym tonight.
Yeah, you think so?
That's one of my other games I was gonna put on my list.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think the Kings are a scary team. And the Bucks, but the Bucks are trying to keep pace with those Celtics. God dang, Celtics on fire. They're not missing Ime Udoka at all, are they?
They're not, but you see that deal? You see that article that came out? He got more charges getting filed on him.
Nope,
Something.
I didn't. That's why the Nets didn't want him. They know what's happening. You know, what an idiot. You get all that power, you wait 15 years to get a head coaching job, and you throw it away. Stupid.
Well, and now you got owners against you. They're just going to start making stuff up.
Yeah. It's a bad
Hey,
deal.
by the way, we got this too. That you just want to go ahead and quit. I mean, they're just going to every time he turns the corner, there's going to be a new charge or a new allegation.
Yeah, they're going to beat him up. There's no doubt. Then you've got the Pace. What do you got? Pacers and Wolves. Yep.
Wolves are kind of struggling right now. They need to get healthy against the Pacers. The Pacers are a good team to do it to unless you're the Lakers.
Yeah. That's because you got two Pacer players who want to be Lakers. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Should have been Lakers.
Then, of course, we've already talked about the Thunder and the Grizz. Pistons and the Pelicans. Dude, the Pelicans, man, I tell you, they're a scary team.
Squad.
They're a scary team, Drew.
Yeah, they're tough. If they just keep Zion out of the buffet line, they'll be all right.
I think he's hired him a chef, man. I think he's hired him a chef. You get paid $30, you get signed for $37 million. Hopefully, you can get you a chef. Warriors.
We talked about that too. Whenever he got drafted down there,
yeah,
that's like the worst place to go if you're a fat guy.
Yeah, but to me, it's dude, you got some Cajun. People can cook you some food. It's like
if there's healthy stuff you can eat.
If I'm an athlete and I'm making $37 million, I'm gonna have a show. Definitely gonna have a cook. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Baby, you ain't got to worry about cooking. We're going to have somebody who's going to cook us meals, make sure the kids, your job, take care of the kids. We're going to let somebody else cook for us. Unless you want to cook every now and then, but for the main meals, hey, we got to have a nutritionist. I've got to be in shape. The calories have to be counted, blah, 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 blah. Warriors at the Jazz. Warriors will probably lose again because they're on the road.
Yeah, and they're a 7.5-point dog. I mean, they got to have a lot of guys out tonight.
Dude, they got spanked at home the other night. I'm like, what is, dude? I'm saying that rift in that locker room is more than what people are saying.
Yeah, and Draymond just won't shut up. I mean, he acts like he talks more about LeBron James than he does about his own team.
Yep, I think he wants out of there. I think you
Utah
called that
8 points. Utah's got 80% chance to win the game tonight.
Yeah, did you you called that? Didn't you say that you thought he was going to end up with the Lakers, Draymond?
Yep. I think you're right on the money. They're going to dump him at the trade deadline. He'll be with the Lakers. You watch.
Yeah, I just don't. They've got to make a decision. Do I want to keep these old guys or I want to go with the young ones? I mean, that's just.
And he does nothing. He does nothing for the Lakers.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But at the same time, give him Austin Reeves. God, did you see him get abused last night?
Austin Reeves is here to stay, baby. He's here to stay.
Dude, he got abused last night.
He did.
Oh, dude, I like the kid. He's a G League player, Drew. I'm sorry. He's a G League player. He's like Lindy Waters. Like the kid, great personality, love his work ethic, plays hard, does everything you ask him to do, but in G League. Celtics and the Suns.
That's the game of the night right there. That is a pre-finals matchup.
Who do you like in that, really, though?
I like the Suns, man. I think it's tough for the Celtics to go on the road out there and win.
Yeah.
That place is going to be hopping tonight.
Yeah, it is. Love to go out there. Let me see. I don't know if I've ever been there to watch a game, to be honest. I mean, I went down to Durant's and had dinner a long time ago, but I don't think I've been there to watch.
We got a mutual friend that's got some good seats. We need to get out there and catch a game.
Yeah, I mean that's something I definitely want to go and hang out at. And then as far as the Celtics do, they are on fire, Drew. I mean,
They are. They're
they
tough.
are rolling. God dang, bro.
I
They're rolling.
refuse to talk about the Celtics, so I don't like them.
Well, I don't either. But come on now.
They're tough.
Yeah,
I mean, when Duke and Boston are good, my world is miserable.
Okay. With that, we're going to transition to pay some bills. I want to thank Collaborative Logic and everything they're doing for us.
I need to get a hold of them. I need to get a hold of them.
I'm going up there. I'm supposed to go up there. I'm going up there, and I'm giving you all. I'm going to sit there with you, and we're going to let you and Russ talk, so that way y'all can kind of figure out what you want while they're fixing getting all the remote stuff.
When we doing that?
Either tomorrow morning or Friday morning. I'm waiting for him to text me back.
I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to text me back, so it'll be in the morning.
Right.
I'll go do that on around 9 o'clock or so. Then SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, hit my boy Mark Long up. Then, of course, our guy, Oak Grove Trucking. And I'm going to give you my T-shirt.
Here's my shirt.
I'm giving you my T-shirt because I don't wear the damn thing, and I only wear the hoodie. And then Max and Greg Nafee at Nafco.
Jose, don't be mad, man. The Broncos are terrible. They're going to be terrible. You might as well just get over it. And let's just move on to next year. Come on. Get on board. Is he a Nuggets fan too?
No, I don't think he's not a Nuggets fan. I think he's a Thunder fan. He's not a Nuggets fan. He's just a Broncos Sooners fan. So he's had a rough.
Yeah, I feel for you. I feel for you too, Jose. Because I mean, they were high hopes. There was a high hopes going on in Denver when you get that quarterback.
Yeah.
And them $250 million kick of the ball is what that was.
Well, then our boy Tracy Moore has been talking about it because he's trying to, come out, Austin, Stogner's coming back, and he makes the comment going, oh, well, he picked OU over Lincoln Riley. He left OU because dipshit left. You know what I'm saying? That was his roommate. That's why he went to South Carolina. Okay?
Hey, just wait until this number one rated quarterback out of high school leaves and goes to SC when old boy leaves for the draft.
Yep. And then on top of that, how about
I think I was going to ask you that. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you that. Caleb Williams can go pro this year, right?
Nope, next year.
Well, he's 20 years old though, right?
Yeah, but you have to be 3 years removed.
I thought you could be
3 years removed.
I thought you could be 20 though, right?
No, you have to be 3 years removed.
Okay.
That's the issue.
What I think is going to happen, I think OU's going to get screwed again. I think the kid from Texas is going to go to SC. And he's gonna sit behind Williams 1 year because that's what Riley loves to do.
Yep, he does. He loves it. But I thought Riley already had. I thought he already had the number one quarterback for next year.
Yeah, but I mean,
you know as
well as I do.
Yep. Then of course, last but not least, is YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they do. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. And if you want to make any personal or business loans, hey, hit them up at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. And then, of course, we also want to thank them for sponsoring our remote live streams for the women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. So, that being said, Drew, when I look at what the Thunder, this portal does. Like all these people, man, like to me it's like the portal, a lot of kids out there who think big or too much of themselves. All you gotta do is make phone calls and find out what school you can go to. That's all you gotta do. Who's interested? Mm-hmm. You can't go, oh, I'm balling this year, so somebody's gonna want me. Well, if nobody wanted you in high school except this guy, and you are balling, you need to wait. And because a lot of those guys, they get stuck out there in no man's land because of the 1,000 kids supposedly in the portal. There's only going to be probably 400 of them, maybe 5 tops, that get offers from schools.
Yep.
And the rest of them,
grass isn't always greener on the other side.
No, it's really not. And that's part of the problem. Is it's about these kids. It's like Lamar's mom representing him. It's the same type thing. You got to be careful and understand what the whole situation is looking like.
Colorado's only got so many scholarships.
Yeah, well, they got a bunch. Well, see, that's what made me mad also, Drew, is that everybody talks about what Drew said. What Deion said when he goes, hey, I'm bringing luggage and just Louis, so some of y'all better go. Well, if you take that in context, that sounds bad. But the whole thing, what he said was, Listen,
Better get
I'm gonna
it
run some of y'all.
together.
I'm running some of y'all off, and then
Yep.
we're coming. So, in other words, some of y'all probably better go in a portal.
Yeah.
If
If you're not ready to put in the work, if you don't like competition, it's time for you to go ahead and hit the portal.
that's what he was saying, but they were acting like he told them the whole team to go. That's not what he said.
That's a snowflake out there telling you that somebody getting their feelers hurt because he's just telling the truth.
Yeah, but you know what, Drew? He's probably the only coach can say that and get away with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that's him. He don't.
Hey.
That's the way he is.
Hey, and guess who Colorado plays first home game of Deion Sanders' career?
The Nebraska Cornhuskers
Yeah.
in Colorado.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow. Those two teams hate each other too.
Yes.
I mean, hate.
Yes, they do from the Big 8 days.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be one that I'm gonna have to be field level for.
But Drew, back then though, Colorado was really good and Nebraska was really good. Okay, and a lot of young people know
not good at all.
No, but so it's funny. People don't even realize how good Nebraska and Colorado used to be.
Oh yeah,
that was
for the spot in the national title game and for the championship.
Yep. It was the ones who were going to play OU. It was OU and Texas from the South, and Nebraska, and Colorado, and occasionally Missouri.
This deal that called the Colorado Sport Ticket Office has already told all their season ticket holders that if they sell their tickets to Nebraska fans, that they know who they are, and they will be on a list of not getting season tickets.
Oh, did they really?
Oh yeah, they don't want any. Nebraska fans usually outnumber Colorado fans in Colorado because there's a bunch of Nebraska fans in that Denver area, and then it's only a 6-hour drive, and a lot of people do vacation up there.
And it's a nice place. Boulder's beautiful.
That's gonna be fun. I'll be there in bright red. It'll be fun.
How you gonna get a ticket?
Oh, you can get tickets. I'll get tickets to the athletic office in Nebraska. They'll stick you down in the corner of the end zone, but it'll be fun. I mean, have you ever been to a game in Boulder?
Not football.
Okay, so if next time you see one in Boulder, you look at the far left corner of the end zone.
Is that the one where the field is, or the one where the press bar or the coach's offices are?
Where the coach's offices are, where the visiting team runs out.
Okay.
They put you back in that back end zone behind like all the BS that they have on the field where the Buffalo runs out. They put you back behind there in that very back corner. That's where they put all the visiting team.
Well, that's kind of where a lot of people don't get the best spots, for show. We got your picks today, Drew. You ready?
I'm ready.
First of all, you got University of Nebraska, Omaha. You love Omaha, don't you? You love them.
Hey, UNO has got a little bit of a squad, and they played 5 ranked teams this year and covered against all 5 of them. And now they're playing in conference. That's a big number right there. I'll take UNO plus that 19.5.
Yeah, when you said 19.5, man, that's a huge number.
Yeah, and they played Kansas to 22. They played Kentucky. They played Syracuse. They played a lot of good teams already this year.
Okay, and then
they played Creighton. They played Creighton to 17 points.
Yeah, Creighton haven't lived up to their potential this year thus far.
How about Nebraska beating them in Omaha?
Yeah, so I was like, wow.
First time in 7 years.
Didn't you call that? Didn't we talk to you that day? Yeah, I thought you called that.
Yeah, I was on Nebraska that day.
I thought you did. Then you got the Suns +2. So how are they not favored?
Well, because everybody thinks like you do. Everybody's riding the Celtics.
But the Suns are at home.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, Celtics are playing lights out.
Yeah, they are.
They're on a pretty good little road trip here, and I like the Suns at home tonight.
I don't blame you on that one. Then, of course, the Raptors -9 over the Lakers. God dang.
I'm glad I got in on it at 9.
Yeah, man. I said, wow. That's crazy right there. Hawks, Knicks, over 232. I think I agree with you right there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a shootout. There's a couple other that are on the board now that weren't on the board earlier.
And then you got your NBA rankings, Drew, and we did those, And you and I both were talking about what our NBA.
I sent you my rankings, didn't I?
Yeah, I got them right here. You got the Bucks, the Celtics, the Suns, the Nuggets, the Sixers at 5, the Clippers at 6, the Mavericks at 7, the Hawks at 8, the Raptors at 9, and the Nets at 10.
Yeah, I might move the Nets in front of the Hawks and the Raptors now.
Yeah, I didn't have the Nets in there at the time, but they're rolling right now. I had Celtics, Bucks, Suns, Nuggets, Cavaliers at 5, and then Grizzlies, Pelicans, Clippers. I had the Sixers at 9. You had them at 5, and then I have the Raptors. I did not have the Nets in there, and I did not have the Hawks.
I see. I don't have the Cavs in there. I got the Hawks.
Yeah, I think the Cavaliers are better than the Hawks. That's just me, though. I like.
Well, that's just you and I with our difference of opinion.
Yep, no doubt about that. As we should. Now, I'm gonna have to break your heart a little bit. I've been waiting for this.
Oh boy. Please. I already know where you're going.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Where am I going? You don't know where I'm going.
5-4 right now. We're not looking good at all.
The AP rankings in basketball.
Man. Fastest fall from grace in the history of the poll.
Dude, I don't see any North Carolina. Does anybody who's seeing the show right now, does anybody see North Carolina on the rankings? I don't see them. Weren't they ranked, what, 2? Oh, they were number 1. They were 1.
It's early.
You keep saying that. You keep saying that no, Drew.
They've had a tough little stretch there. I told you, what I tell you the other day, I told you I didn't like that game at Virginia Tech.
Nope, you didn't.
Have them come home. They had to take finals on Friday, and then they had to get in the bus and go to Blacksburg and play a pretty good Virginia Tech team, which has a lot of good athletes. And that one white dude for Virginia Tech just kills North Carolina every time.
Yeah, he does. Every time. Dude, how about Illinois beating the number 2 team last night, Texas?
Hey, we talked about Illinois now. They're for real.
Yep,
look at that coach on the sidelines.
Dude, I'm still pissed about that. It irks me every time I see him as well. I'm like, that is just, oh man, Holder. Wow.
They've been doing the same thing at Oklahoma State.
Same thing. Probably better.
Yep.
I mean, because our facility.
It's probably easier to recruit. Well, I don't know. It's probably about the same. I mean, Champagne's out in the middle of nowhere, so. I mean, it is outside Chicago, but it's outside of Chicago.
It's outside of Chicago, yeah. But, Drew, the way that I look at it, too, is that, like I tell people, I was like, you can say what you want to about Stillwater. It's an hour from Oklahoma City and an hour from Tulsa.
But now you really can't even tell the difference between Oklahoma City and Stillwater. It's all been built up so much.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Because Guthrie and Oklahoma City are almost connecting now.
Yeah.
I mean, in another 10 years, Oklahoma City will be engulfing them.
Yeah, at Guthrie, you won't be able to see a clear field from Oklahoma City to Stillwater exit eventually.
Yep, it'll be just like it's almost like Oklahoma City to Norman now, which will be Oklahoma City to Guthrie. It'll be the same thing.
Or like when you get to Denton, all the way into Dallas.
Same. Yep. It used to be fields, and now it's not. Those towns start filling up there, but you're probably a good 20, 30 years away from that. Oklahoma growing that much.
I tell you, man, every time I go to Stillwater now, I cut across. I get off there in Guthrie, and I shoot 33 over.
Yep, I do too.
You come down Perkins and put you right in front of the stadium.
Yep, I do it all the time, man. I tell you what, and it's just an easy spot to get to. We have NFL schedules this week, Drew. When I was looking at NFL, the scheduling this coming week is good. It's a good schedule, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, my team got another cakewalk, but yeah, it's a pretty good schedule.
Yeah, you got starting off tomorrow. You got the Raiders and the Rams, and let me see. Do I have?
That's terrible. The Rams are so bad. But
yeah.
Mayfield going to start?
No, Mayfield's not going to start, and that's breaking news right there. How about Von Miller? NFL breaking news. We might as well talk about that first. And NFL breaking news, Drew. I'm sad to hear this. Von Miller has had surgery. He had surgery to repair his ACL. We'll miss the rest of it.
Oh, boy. That hurt.
Yep. He had, 8-9 sacks this year. Mm-hmm. And then the Rams signed Baker Mayfield, and OBJ was not offered by the Cowboys.
He didn't pass the physical.
Well, I think,
and you can't really blame him, dude. If you can't play till the end of freaking January or middle of January, that doesn't help them.
And you want a 2-year deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And the fact that they lost their cornerback the other night, they had to go get a cornerback.
Well, I like the one kid though, the one that came in that what's his name, number 29.
Yep.
That kid played really really well for them. So I can't fault anything.
Well, you saw that they signed Mackenzie Alexander from the Vikings.
Yep, I saw that too. I mean, they're the walking wounded, but hey, that's pro football. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. But how about Tua?
Well,
how about?
I think that getting Washington back helped that decision.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make a huge difference. Anyway, so you got the Raiders and the Rams, and what do you think about that?
Raiders will blow them out. Rams are terrible.
Yeah, but I don't think Baker will play. But I think they did that. I mean, why? They have nobody else. So Baker, I think when he saw what's his name not playing, he knew his agent's like, let's get out of here and let's go to get picked up by the Rams because I don't think Baker was offered by anybody else. Do you?
No, and then you know what? He needs to find a home there because that's going to be his job. He's not going to be a starter anywhere.
No, he's going to be a backup guy. Boy, not taking that money that the Browns offered him. Boys, it's just. You lost $100-something million. Oh well.
If you couldn't be the starter at Carolina, that's about bottom of the barrel, buddy.
Yep. He all it is that he's the guy that we all thought he was, unless you're an OU fan and you're I don't know what you are. You're blinded.
Speaking of Baker, I was jostling back and forth with a guy on Twitter, and they were, all these OU fans are all up in arms about Caleb Williams and his fingernail painting ordeal.
I'm so tired of OU fans when it comes to Caleb. Let it go.
And I said, well, you sure weren't that mad when Baker was doing all his antics and his crotch grabbing and throat slashing and throwing footballs at people in the back of the end zone. I was like, you weren't. Oh well, you can't compare that. Oh, if I can't compare that, it's the same thing. It's the same attitude, punk attitude, and you liked it when he was on your team, but. Anyway,
I agree with that. And by the way,
I'm like, man, that's the same type of stuff.
By the way, I'm talking about, and that reminds me, speaking of him and that, the Heisman. It is not to the best college football player.
Best quarterback on the best team.
To me, if you even include your guy from TCU, he has a chance to win it. Are you out of your damn mind? You are not. The Heisman Trophy does not go to the best player.
Right.
I'm sorry. This kid ain't even close to the best quarterback in the league. He ain't gonna get drafted. So to me, it's like the Heisman to me is the biggest joke, and that's what he's turned into.
Well, and Caleb Williams, and I don't know if you agree or not. You and I really haven't discussed him much, but he's the best player in college football.
He's the best player in college football.
I mean,
no question.
He would have been the number one pick this year. He's gonna be the number one pick next year.
Or the next year if he decides to stay one more year, which he won't.
Yeah.
But I mean, Drew, that's just.
I don't like him. I don't like his antics, but. I mean, he's a hell of a player, man.
Dude, he's a beast. He's a straight-up beast.
And he's going to be a hell of a player in the NFL.
He's a beast. You know who he is? To me, I tell people, I said this the other day, he is Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen in one body.
With a little bit of Lamar Jackson.
Yes. Yeah, because he can shake, whereas Josh just runs.
He gets outside the pocket, he's gone.
Yeah, and so that's what he's a hybrid of those. He's got the brains and the attitude and the accuracy of Mahomes, and he's got the physicality of Josh Allen with the speed of Lamar.
And he should be able to be pretty durable in the NFL.
Yeah, because he doesn't take hits, unless he's delivering them out.
He's strong.
Yep.
Big body.
Yep, and and I'm so tired. I saw all these memes, all these, I was like, y'all need to stop it.
Yeah, let it go.
I'm sorry, because people like
I'm concerned about people are leaving OU for the first time ever, and not worry about the people that left.
Well, I can tell you this: if the transfer portal has always been here, there would have been a lot of people left OU a long time ago, and OSU, and Texas, and Alabama. There's people leaving Alabama.
Yeah, that's when you know that it's. I mean, how many players now left Alabama? 9.
9. Okay, so. Dude, it ain't got nothing, like I try to tell people, it has zero to do with your school. It has everything to do with the coaching staff because you go to a school because of the coach, not the school, unless you grew up being a Longhorn fan or OSU
like,
fan
oh,
or OU fan, whatever. You grew up that way, yes. But for the 90%,
that might dissipate after you're there for a year.
yeah, and you should be able to, like, to me, I think you should be able to go wherever you want to go for 1 year, period. Yeah. And so I was saying that, it's like, you OU fans are mad at Caleb. Why y'all mad at Caleb? He left because Lincoln Riley left. He didn't go to OU because of OU. He went to OU because of Lincoln Riley. He didn't go there because of y'all. Why are you mad at the kid? I don't understand that. Then also why I was pissed is because, to me, if you were a person who lost a game that was meaningful in your life and you understand the hurt that you felt, you can't make fun of somebody else who's going through that. You can't.
Nope.
You can't. And to me, only the people who are punks who never, ever went through that, those are the people that can make fun. And if you are really worse, if you've been through that, and you're laughing at somebody who's going through that, I have no sympathy for what you in life whatsoever. Dude, you know what that feels like. That when it get ripped out of you like that, man, that
goes through your heart. It ain't
dude,
no fun.
that stays with you forever. You don't ever forget that. Mine was 40 years ago. I still remember it. It still hurts to this day.
Mine 33 years ago, and I can tell you every play.
It still hurts me. Still hurts me. So to me, I'm like, dude, how can y'all do that? That is a punk Bush League move to make fun of somebody because they're hurting. That means you've never gone through that. Yeah. You don't do that. It's not, to me, it's not cool. And our boy Trace, what he was doing was
those kids put their heart
into it. The kid is fantastic.
Blood, sweat, tears into it to try and the playoffs was on the line, man. Now the title's on the line.
Everything. Dude, he is a great player. Give him credit for it. Appreciate the fact of what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? You can be mad that he left, but hey, I have no issues with him leaving.
And it doesn't help him down the road.
No.
I mean, make fun of this kid. What do you think? What think is going to happen the next guy comes along? Why would he want to go there?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get that. I'm totally against that 100%. I'm just wrong. But anyway,
and to that matter, OSU fans are kind of doing the same thing with Sanders.
Oh yeah, doing the exact same thing. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? He's a fifth-year guy. He's done.
He wants to go somewhere else. Change the scenery.
I mean, like I said, the same thing. Look at Bo Nix. He was at Auburn. He left. I mean, it's his fifth year. He's done all he can do at OSU. Plus, we all know what Gundy's got coming in.
Yeah, his kid's
he's tired of it too. He's ready to do something different as well. But all those OSU guys leaving, I mean, the people are mad about it. Still want to tell people, aren't you mad? No. I was an athlete. I know what it's like when you're trapped. I wish I would have said, I'm reading the L.A. Times on the beach. Oklahoma State coach Jim Killingsworth leaves. Wait, what? My coach left? So I understand both sides. I mean, I get why you mad because you're an alumni. But I also understand as an athlete, hey, I wish I had that freedom to go wherever I want.
Well, the thing is, don't be mad at the player. Just be mad at the system. If you don't like the transfer portal, I can get down with that.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's fine. A lot of people don't. But you can't get mad at the player for taking advantage of a situation. If he don't want to be there, then you shouldn't want him there anyway if he doesn't want to be there.
Right. Why would you want him there? But you know what? He's a great player, and all they want to do is win, and I get that. But the whole thing is, you look at the DJ, what's his name, from Clemson, supposed to be going to OU.
Yep.
I mean, how's that? Your coached him, and now he's leaving?
Right.
I mean, what does that say? So the portal works good and bad for you. It just does. It's going to hurt you and it's going to help you.
What it's going to do is get all these older coaches. You're going to see these older coaches start retiring because they don't want to put in the work. I mean, you basically got to recruit a kid for 4 years.
Yeah, but you got to keep him there. But you know what, though? The thing is this. If you like your coach, you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And if your coach is honest with you, you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But when the coach tells you, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, because they know once they get you, they got you.
Yep.
That's totally different. Now they can't lie to you and tell you a bunch of nonsense. And then when you get there, you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm out of here next year.
Case in point, I mean, Roy Williams at Carolina.
Yeah.
He was getting old, and he couldn't do it no more. He couldn't go out and stay on the recruiting trail year in, year out and keep these guys, basically recruiting them to stay there. It was a young man's game. That's why Hubert Davis is the coach now.
Yeah, and you know what Deion said? He goes, look, kids want to have exposure. They want to have followers. They want to have NIL deals. We're going to get them all that.
Yep.
And, I was listening to Colin Cowherd. He was talking about, oh, well, Colorado don't have no money. What the hell are you talking about? They got a lot of money.
A lot.
They got a lot of money in Colorado. They just don't spend it because the team was worth it. But they spent, what, they spent $130 million on their new facility?
Yeah, it's nice, too.
And then you turn around. And you turn around.
You can recruit to the Denver area.
Yeah, and then how about Deion and his opening press deal? What did he do? He was walking around and they were videoing him looking at the facilities. He showed all the important stuff, the field, the meeting rooms, the workout room, the locker room, I was just laughing. I was like, this Deion's got this. He got it down because he understands. What do kids want? They want followers. They want some NIL money, and they want to be exposure. That's what they want. Yep. And he's going we're going to give him all that. And if he could give it that at Jackson State, you think he ain't going to give it to you at Colorado?
He's going to be fine, dude. As long as he surrounds himself with good coaches, he hired him an offensive coordinator, which everybody seems to like. He'll be just fine.
Yep, and then
he's going to play hell in the Pac-12, dude.
Well, and they're talking about him bringing in Mike Zimmer. And they're like, well, Mike Zimmer and Dennis Thurman, what do they know? Let's say an NFL defensive coordinator that got against defense, you think he's not going to be able to stop offenses in college?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Only 30 years of football experience.
Oh my God, that was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard about somebody on social media. I was like, do you even understand what you just said?
Yeah.
A guy who was a defensive coordinator for years and an NFL coach. He doesn't know about football. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, he and Dennis Thurman did pretty good at Jackson State. Now, if you think they ain't going to do better at Colorado with better athletes.
Better facilities, more money.
Come on now. So I
look forward to I hate Colorado with a passion, but they're going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, they are. It's going to be good. So let's get through this NFL deal. We've been trying to get through it. Okay, you got Jets at the Bills.
Yeah, good game. I mean, that's surprising. I mean, both those teams are playing well, and I tell you, that's a playoff. That's gonna be a playoff atmosphere. I like the Bills in the game. I think they'll show up, but that's surprisingly one of the top games of the day.
Yeah, it is. Then you got the Browns and Bengals.
Should be another good game.
How about Joe Burrow? He's never beat the Browns. That's crazy. Right. Texans against your Cowboys. And let's skip over that. We already know what's going to happen. Vikings at the Lions.
Another good game. I mean, Vikings-Lions. You wouldn't have thought it was a good game, but the Lions are actually playing pretty well right now.
Yeah, they are.
And the Vikings, they need to win. I mean, they got to keep winning.
Yep. Jaguars.
Cowboys are right there behind them.
Yep. Jaguars, Titans.
Look, the Titans are rolling that game. Jaguars quarterback's out. He's done.
Yep. Eagles, Giants, man.
Woo!
That's a huge game.
Yep.
Huge.
Where's
at Giants. At Giants.
Ooh. I really, really, really need the Giants to win that game.
Do you?
Yeah. Boy, if the Giants can beat the Eagles, boy, that sets up Christmas Eve in Dallas for the NFC East. Woo.
That's exactly what it would be because they both would split.
Yep.
Let me see. Oh, Ravens at the Steelers.
Yeah, that's a good game. I like the Ravens there.
With no Lamar.
No Lamar. That makes it tough. Well, the Ravens got a pretty good backup quarterback, though. That kid's pretty good. The kid from UCLA.
Yeah, he is.
I like him. I always have. He's a good player.
He really is. How about the Chiefs Broncos?
Sorry, Jose. You're going down.
Oh my God.
That one may hurt. Especially with the Chiefs coming off a loss.
Yeah, and then how about Buccaneers Niners?
Well, you seem to think that the Niners are going to be just fine. But I don't know, dude.
I think the Niners are going to be fine for the season. I don't think they'll be fine in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because if Jimmy G comes back for that first round, that's against the Cowboys.
Yep.
They're going to –
I don't think he's going to – well, Dallas actually play they would play the worst of the division winners, so they would probably play the Bucs.
Bucs, yeah.
Which I hate that matchup. Because Tom Brady's such a media baby.
Yeah, but they're terrible. Nobody wants to see them. They're terrible, and you know that, Drew. Dallas
should get after him.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
said that at the beginning of the year, but Prescott got hurt, so you can pretty much scratch that off of anything.
Yeah, that didn't mean a whole lot. I agree. Uh, Now the Panthers and Seahawks, Geno's Pizza.
Gino's Pizza back open again.
You and Ben wear me out with that nonsense.
Man,
Y'all
I
wear me
mean,
out with
he's
that
delivering
nonsense.
again. Got
Y'all,
curbside delivery.
you're wearing me out with that, dude. Dolphins and the Chargers. No, the Dolphins. Let's move on to them. I don't want to hear you and Ben's nonsense. Dodgers, Chargers.
Good game. That's one right there that means a lot too. Both those teams in a playoff hunt. Dolphins looking for still in a hunt for the number one overall seed. Although it's an outside shot, they still got a shot. And Chargers need to win.
Yeah, they have to have one bad.
Yep.
And then to close it off, you got the Patriots and the Cardinals.
That's a good game too, but I like the Cardinals in that one. I think too many athletes on the field for the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree with you about that. And especially at Glendale, Chargers at home. I agree. That's going to be a tough one for the Patriots to overcome. And so is that. But I appreciate you, brother. You going to be on tomorrow?
Man, I am. We need to get something dialed in for this big bowl games.
We already have them up. I already have the games up. What we're going to do, who's going to be on. So we'll go over those.
No, we need to do. Maybe we'll pull Ben in. We'll do our top 8 bowl games.
Okay. Yeah, because now
we could spend 4 hours talking about bowl games. Maybe we just pull our top 8s and talk about them that way.
Well, let me see. What did I do? I did on football. What did I do?
We can do the New Year's Day 6 and then talk about the playoffs or however you want to do it.
What I did is we did the Fiesta Bowl and the Peach Bowl.
Yep.
And then we did the Big 12. We did Alabama, Kansas State, Wisconsin, OSU, Washington, Texas, Arkansas, KU, Mississippi, Texas Tech, Florida State, OU, and then Air Force versus Baylor. So we were just going over the Big 12, but I can add those other ones if you want.
Yeah, we can do that. However you want to do it, just let me know.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, whatever you want to do, we can do it. Add in however you want to do it. Doesn't matter to me. So
sounds like a plan.
All right, brother. Well, tomorrow we'll get on, and then of course we got to talk about tomorrow. The World Cup starts tomorrow, so those.
Who we got left? I'm out of the loop on the cup. Who's left?
Spain? We have Croatia tomorrow. Friday we have Croatia versus Brazil at 9 a.m. And then you have the Netherlands versus Argentina at 1. And then on Saturday you have Morocco and Portugal, and England and France. And Portugal with Ronaldo, the coach, not starting him and didn't put him into the 73rd minute of the game the other night.
England and France. Well, that's a good one.
England and France is gonna be the thing. So, and we'll try to have our guy Nick on too, because he gave us some explanation of the Japan thing and what happened with that the other day. Because we were like, the ball was out, and he explained to me what exactly the reason why they still counted it as in. Because he said even though you can see green between the ball and the line, it's where the ball is lined up vertically.
Yeah.
So the ball you can still see because the ball is round. Even though you can see underneath, the other side of the ball was still parallel or equal to the line. And he goes, that's why they still counted in. I go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because we're like, clearly you can see green. And he goes, yeah, no. There's spacing under there, but the ball vertically was still in play. I said, okay, that makes sense to me, but we just needed somebody to explain it to us. So hopefully we'll have him on Friday, and he can give us a great breakdown, and you can ask him questions.
Yeah, I welcome someone with a plethora of soccer knowledge.
Well, that would be him. That would be our guy, Nick Jackson. So, but all right, brother, that was my guy, Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Cowboys.
HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Regret.
I couldn't resist that, brother. All right, I appreciate you. Holler at you, manana. Get those babies well. Give them kisses for me.
Will do.
All right. My guy, Drew Hinthorn. Great deal. Go to his website, HuskerDrewPicks.com. He is on fire, and you will make money from this young man. So that being said, everybody have a fantastic day out of there. Stay warm.